early morning. Early morning, and we are on Donner's Pass. This is the brake check area before you go down the long glide. There was a lot of snow up here. I don't know how well you guys are going to see all this because, I mean, it's like the break of dawn. But we are about to go down a whole bunch of grades. I'm kind of wondering about this guy here. I don't know if this guy directly in front of me just passed me up and then decided to slow down in this lane, or if he pulled out from the brake check area and he's just not going very fast in general. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to end up passing him though. I don't know, something tells me that I'm gonna have some problems with him. Everybody's gonna start tapping on them brakes. Yeah, see, this thing's saying that he's about 4 seconds away now. This isn't exactly going to be a challenging run. I'm only hauling about 22,000 pounds, and so I mean, like eighth gear Jake is going to hold this thing back like crazy. I'm still creeping up on this guy. Worries me is that I got a truck come up, like a pickup truck coming up on my side that doesn't look like he's going very fast. I don't want to get in one of those cases where you get boxed in because the person in the left lane doesn't want to go any faster. See, it looks like he's holding up a vehicle of his own. Down to almost three seconds behind this guy. So you see, like, you know, even, you know, I'm holding back myself, but you know, this guy in front of me just keeps going a little slower and a little slower. Really don't like it when I find people like this. For the record, my coffee is absolutely disgusting today. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to get around this guy now. We're down to two seconds. I keep gaining on him. You know, I know I'm gonna get that beep. I'm gonna avoid him though. Jake system and my gears is that it's all on one stick. I don't even have to take my hands off the steering wheel really. Oh, slow down there. A little too much speed. All right. Now we're a couple seconds ahead of him. Best trick I found with these guys is that third level Jake. If you're around 57 to 58, it'll automatically kick the truck down into 8. It'll go from 9 to 8, and then you get that awesome pulling power. I lower the gear. The more compression you have, which means stronger the pull that the Jake has. To get ready for the climb. Well, she put me in 10. Madness, I tell you. I need to get that Jake going again. One of our runaway truck ramps, something like a half foot for the gravel. When your 80,000 pound truck hits that thing, it just sinks right in like loose quicksand. Does the trick, you know, that super amount of friction, it will stop you. I can't imagine that's a enjoyable ride by any means. He's off the Jake a little bit. And a little more again. I've been over this pass probably at least 100, 200 times now. I've seen a good number of people coming down off this hill with all their brakes smoking. Now, one of the ones that I remember most, I was heading eastbound. Smith was coming down on the last part. Westbound end. He looked like he was practically on fire. I mean, he's just, you know, you just see smoke billowing out of both sides. frankly, unless the roads are in like really bad shape, chances are I'm gonna use the Jake. I very rarely ever actually touch my brakes going down these hills. As long as you know when to flip the switches, what gear to be in. And like I said, you know, the company has a rule that, you know, that technically I should be down in like gear 6 or gear 7. But the thing is when you're in those gears, like gear 7 you're doing like 45 tops, gear 6 you're doing 35. And you know, the problem that I have with that is I would end up with a lot of pissed off drivers damn near rear-ending me. I mean, look at these two guys. They are bunched up. Now, imagine that they came around a corner like this with the, you know, going on downhill, and there's some dude just doing like 35. Have to put on the brakes real quick, apply extra brake pressure on a downhill grade. I got stuck up here for a day just this last winter. I think it was this one. Oh, that's awful. What you doing today? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Let's get him over and let that traffic go on by. I'm not worried about the downhill. I'll be, you know, I'll slow down faster than they will. Yeah, when I'm saying that I got stuck up here, I was trying to take an empty trailer over to Reno. I was supposed to trade with the team, get the loaded trailer, and then take that down to Amarillo. No, Laredo was a boiler load. Originally, we were just going to meet in California, but I guess the trailer wasn't California legal, meaning that they didn't have it 5 holes are in, and they probably couldn't do that because of weight issues. So we were going to meet outside of the state, but I started coming up this, and they shut the pass down. I mean, it was, you know, snow was just coming in like crazy. So I sent them a message. They didn't see it first. They called me up like 2 hours later and said that they were stuck in the little Nevada border town, you know, that's on the border of Nevada and Oregon, where the say wind casino is. And they were in whiteout conditions themselves, and they're all like, yeah, sorry, we can't make it to you. I'm like, well, that's fine, I'm already down, I can't move. So I was stuck up here for the night, and then they turned me around. They sent me up to they sent me up north to a town to pick up a load, and yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think about that one load. They had me grab the load. The load was going to it was going to Wisconsin, and I had like 6 days on this load, like a buttload of time, right? The thing is that they wouldn't let me go down and around the closed pass. They said that the customer insists that I stay on 80. They don't want to pay for the extra mile, so I had to come back down to the 49, and I think wait like another day before Donna's was open again. Okay, and then I made it over to Laramie, and I found out that Wyoming, but not Laramie. Laramie is in the middle of the state. I can't think of the town that's on the border of Wyoming, but in any case, I got over to Wyoming. Wyoming was like all shut down, so I was down for like another day. So basically, a trip that I could have potentially had like a lot of time on, I actually I actually came in at like the last possible minute. I mean, I was really cutting it by that time. I'm only doing about 50 right now. Maybe about 52. I don't know if you saw those signs back there, but they said like 55 around these corners. A lot of times I like to go just a little bit slower than them. Some states overkill on those signs. They'll say, like, you know, they'll tell you it's like a 55 corner, and it's like barely like lane change worthy.
Yeah, data diagnostic event occurred.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I hope that thing's still recording me driving. You know, it'll, like, the turn will be absolutely nothing, and they want you to do 55 around it for some reason. Pennsylvania is horrible about that. There were other times though where I kind of felt like the state's a little too lax. They'll say 55, you start going into that corner, you're like, oh god, this thing's way tighter. In fact, I pointed that out in one of my videos in Utah. You know, where they say the corner is 55, but I actually do like 45 around it, because I mean it is a hell of a corner. I would dump the coffee out the window, but it would just end up all all over the sleeper. And then I would have to get coffee off my truck. By the way, yeah, we are coming down into sunny California now, so it's already up to 40. But back when I was on the hill, I got down to 15. 4% grade. You know, I kind of ignored some of the things that I specifically wanted to point out. All the way down this hill, there's a whole bunch of those signs on the side of the road. It'll tell you 4% for 2 miles, 5% for 3 miles, stuff like that. And then you will also see signs. Usually they go across the bridge that says, you got a flat stretch here, give the brakes a rest, or not quite done yet. Yep, that was too much. Yep, now it's gonna overkill. And the other place that does that is Vail. You know, because you've got that last little stretch. This guy, I think this is the guy that was going slow earlier, isn't he? Just to make sure. It's just like we're getting to the part of the ride that I don't like, because you are going to start seeing a lot of those on ramps. You know, these tight little on ramps, people can't speed up, and it just prints you directly on the freeway. Not really a good layout. Yeah, it looks like everything's in full bloom here. Kind of go over a little bit here, only just a tad. Okay, so it's D-Day, and my first appointment is at 10 a.m. I gave myself, I really wanted to leave about 4 a.m., but I actually ended up leaving about 4:30, so I got about an hour and a half. I'm kind of banking on the fact that that there shouldn't be a whole lot of traffic. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'll be real pissed if I get down here and I, you know, end up in a big jam. But I don't think it's too bad. No, normally we start seeing a lot of traffic coming in. Don't get directly in front of me. Bad driver. Spot at me? No? It shouldn't look like you did. Slow it down a little bit. I'm going way too fast. Got it land. One of the things that you might notice is that my Qualcomm is not giving me directions, and that's because it's refusing to give me directions directly to this place. It's in a residential area, surrounded by streets that won't allow trucks. I had to get like a special list of instructions from our safety guy yesterday. You know, one of the things that we tell you is don't strictly rely on Jill, because Jill lies. So, you know, a lot of times she'll give you wrong instructions. Well, in this case, Jill's not talking. So it's times like these where you are going to have to rely on good old memory. I gotta go from 80 to 680 to 580, take exit 19B, and it'll take me onto 36th Street. I get onto CA 123. It's a right on CA 123. I head down a couple blocks and right on 57th. That's my instructions for getting in there, which means that as I'm going down this hill, I have to read signs and know when to get into what lane. Oh, you see that? There was a truck on my ass like a second ago, and now he's gone. Maybe he's inside of me. After that, I've got to manually input the address for the final, because that's not even an option on Jill. She only gave me one waypoint. But essentially, what's going to happen is I'm gonna get down now. Probably I'm gonna do a back end video on this one, because I got a feeling it's gonna be tight. Okay, you know, when you start hearing about crowded streets and stuff like that, and you know, waypoints not working right, you go onto the views and truckers are saying this place is not set up for a 70-foot vehicle. Yeah, it's you know, it's gonna be challenge mode. Let's get that back up to gear 9. I think we should be just about coming down into Sacramento here. I think as soon as I see Sacramento in my sights, I'll go ahead and pause it, and then I'll bring it back up later when I get to over to Oakland. That's overkill. Didn't need gear 8 for that. It's getting a whole lot brighter out here, isn't it? Yeah, the sun's finally coming up. We're what? My clock says almost 9, so that's just about 7 for us. So, if I'm right, I should have about 2 hours of driving left. Another 120 miles, maybe 130. Like I said, I don't know for sure. I'll get things set up on the on my phone in a little while. Wonder if that top can be moved. You know, if all they did was take a 4-door Jeep and put a bed on it. And I'm kind of hoping the answer is yes. Because personally, I actually like the 4-door Jeeps. The fact that they still have all of the same options that like the CJs have. And if you can do it with a pickup truck, that's even better, because then it will give you the best of both worlds. I have a tendency to go back and forth between pickups and SUVs. Before the Land Rover, I had a little Nissan King Cab. Had that thing for like a decade, man. I ran that through hell. I had it doing the same kind of work that a lot of full-size trucks do. You know, you throw it in like hay until until the tire was practically touching the rim, and then driving across a muddy field. They say truck's okay for the middle lane because of what I was telling you about with all these exits. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. We should actually be seeing probably about 3 or 4 times as much traffic right now. So I am going to assume that it's probably, you know, that it's probably going to be a safe and quick drive in.
Meow.
Sure, eyeballing me a lot today. First day back on the road yesterday, and she couldn't stay off of me. See how tight that corner is? Yeah, we got a lot of cars coming off it. Let's get on over. This one's a really bad one. There's usually a lot of traffic come off it. You see that there's no real get up and go. Yeah, I guess there is a little more than I thought. Well, no, it goes right into an exit. Gear back up. Sacramento 33. Alright, now it's going back to saying trucks use right lane. I wonder though, I think I'm gaining on this lumber semi. Oh, well, I'm gaining because I'm speeding. Alright, let's slow her down a little bit, buddy. You know, don't need to be going balls to. I didn't need that either, damn it. I don't like this. This is the exact same problem that we had when I first started this video. This guy's going just a little bit slower than me. He's got over here. That looks like a it almost looks like wooden I-beams. I don't think I've ever seen lumber like that. What do we use those for? You would think that I would know that because I have a degree in drafting. We did a lot of stuff with architectural, but okay, I need to get past them. I'm probably forcing a bunch of traffic to have to go around me right now. I don't like that. I don't like being the asshole of the road. But we come on to the next problem, which is our garbage truck here. I am going way too fast. I need to slow down. I need to slow down. I say slow down. Okay. We're far enough distance away from him. I don't like getting so close to this guy, but I want to get out of that lane. Yeah, crank her down. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the video here. Yep, there we go. That's San Diego way off in the distance there. Or Sacramento, not San Diego. San Diego's about, oh, what, like 400 miles south of us. So I'm gonna fire it up later on when I get close to my destination. Talk to you guys later.